What's up, y'all boys? Welcome back to Beyond Bounce. This is gonna be episode episode 7 at this point. Episode 7. This is gonna be episode
I
7
think so, yeah.
of this is gonna be episode 7 of Beyond Bounce. We got a special guest here today. I asked him to introduce himself, and we'll get right on with the podcast.
Hello guys, I am Paco, also known as Paco Dunks, and I'm a THP athlete from Hong Kong. Yes, I'm from Hong Kong. So, I'm training to be the first pro dunker there, and I'm super happy to have you guys, as a guest, has me being on a guest here, because Juan, if you don't know, is my first guest on my podcast, so it's come full circle. I've grown a lot ever since we've last talked, and yeah, I'm super happy to be on Beyond Bounce, and connect with like-minded dunkers and just have a good time in general,
Yeah, no, it's definitely a little bit of an inspiration for me for sure. How tall are you, by the way?
I'm 5'9", bruh. I'm like 176 without shoes. I'm a short king,
Yeah, no, it's funny. Like, I don't know when we're gonna first have someone over 6 foot on our podcast, because I feel like these every guest we're gonna have is gonna be under 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I feel like what is your standing reach, if you know, Paco?
I
Right now?
have a super crazy standing reach. I have a 7'8" standing reach.
I guess yeah, 7'8".
Wait.
That's actually really
I'm-
crazy for your height.
So
I'm jealous.
I have a
what's your
6'2"
vert?
wingspan.
Like 20. What's your vert? Like 29 inches?
That's pretty good for your height. Yeah.
What's our vert? It's 33 right
Yeah.
now.
It's 33.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm planning to
it's pretty
test the
good.
34 at dunk camp. That's my goal.
You'll test more than that, I think. I feel like, but
Yeah.
but yeah, let's get on with it. How did you first hear about dunking, and then how did you start training for it?
So, when I was like 13, 14, I joined like a basketball class. It was run by one of the athletes. I don't know if you know, but like I posted it on my reel, and he's the guy throwing the lob. So, I joined it, and it was quarantine, right? So in quarantine, all the courts are closed. Like it was shut down. Like every single court has like this plastic tapering on the top, and we can't play basketball. So fortunately, I got access to one of the clubhouses, and they have a court. It's low rim. So every time we finish like basketball practice, I would just like call up my friend, like, dude, we got a low rim. Let's dunk. I didn't know about professional dunking. I just wanna try touching the rim, try throwing one down. But if you guys are followers of mine, you probably saw one of my old stories. It was just like him throwing me the lob and me trying to catch it. So that was when I first started. I didn't know about professional dunking. I just wanna dunk, man. And yeah, that's how it first started. After quarantine, one of the courts in one of my local areas opened up, and that's where I got my first rim hang on like 9.95, 9.4. It was like a super low rim, but I fell in love with the process. But had a bit of ups and downs along the way, especially with like I had a phase when I was into like calisthenics, and I had a phase where I was like really not in a good headspace, so that really set me off. But recently, I just took a look at like someone like Donovan Hawkins, and like fucking hell, that dude is insane, dude. I was like, dude, I gotta get back into it. So that's when I saw like different athletes like Nathan George, Cammy Dunks. Shout out to them, they're really good people. And that's why I joined THP, and I trained for 6 months, and here I am. I gained 6 inches of vertical, I lost 12 kilograms of fat. Yeah, it's been a journey, man.
Yeah, that's great. Did you have any kind of athletic development before, like that year, like 13 or 14?
Yeah, I played basketball. I played like competitive basketball, but I wasn't really good. I was just lanky and tall for my age, so I always played like the 4 to 5. But as I grew older, I played for like UK. I went to the UK for a year, but I didn't like it because my host family was terrible and the food was also terrible. But
How
I
old are
played
you
like
currently?
I'm 19. So talking about UK, I played for like high school team, but in UK they're called colleges. They're A-level colleges. So I was playing the two because I was short compared to the rest of the team, and I just shot the basketball a lot. I didn't have a lot of athletic development, but every time after practice, I'll try to like hang on the rim. I'll try to touch it
Yeah.
because it was like a 9'11", I think. But I was like here. It was like
Yeah.
But
So did you play any other sports, or was it just basketball?
I played ping pong.
Ping pong. Oh yeah, I remember you told me about that.
Yeah, I played it before basketball. I played it in primary school when I was like 11 or 10.
Yeah.
I got like a professional coach to coach me, but I was never a prodigy, you know. So I wasted my talents on ping pong.
I mean, no, that's good. That's good. That's good for coordination, though, for sure. Because I recently
I'll
just
get the dog down.
I played my first. Oh yeah, get the dog. Oh yeah, but I recently played like my first game of pickleball. It definitely takes some coordination. So like stuff like that, like tennis or like ping pong, stuff like that.
If we're talking like really early, I played football or soccer with my dad because he was like a district player back then, and I was washed.
That's pretty good. Yeah. So then, during this time that you just explained, at what point did you actually hear about the world of professional dunking? Since you already dunked before that.
I never knew there's such a thing called professional dunking. I always follow like dunkers, but I never knew they were doing it professionally. Like in quarantine, I followed Dom Dunks because I think his journey was like super inspiring. But like, I never knew he was like, oh, I do this because there's a sport called professional dunking, and I knew about it, especially when I first joined THP. I was like, I saw Donovan Hawkins, I saw Isaiah Rivera, I saw like Jordan Kilgannon. I was like, holy shit, these guys are fucking flying, bro. And like, I want to be.
Did we all discover, like dunkers like during quarantine time?
Yeah.
Well,
not
for me,
exactly. For me, it was like a little after, probably.
yeah, it was a little after for me too.
Or like towards the end of it.
For me, it was I think when we were already going back to school because I think I started to find dunking like late 2021 or so. Like I started to see it, and then 2022 is when I got introduced to like actual low rim dunking and shit. Because I already knew like pro dunkers in general, just like in terms of like jump training wise things, but I never originally saw myself as going to dunking until I saw how fun it was for me.
Such a fun sport because the more you put in, the more it gives you back. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
100%. Oh my goodness, dude! That boy got a ferret, man.
Oh my god, that's so cool. You're like a whole seal today.
I love that Jayden has a ferret, dude. That's such cute.
Today.
But yeah, man. So you said you wanted to be Hong Kong's first professional dunker. What mentally allows you to have that belief?
Because I always had a mindset when I was young. If I want something done, I get it done. You know, like no excuses. Like it's like I don't know. But like when I was a kid, I want to buy like Thomas the Tank Engine so bad. I would try every single tactic to like convince my dad. Like, oh, if I wash the dishes, I'll get Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, how about this? If I do like all my assignments, can you give me Thomas the Tank Engine? Like, I would try every single possible outcome, but like, I think that's rooted in me. I was like, I'm super, like, not competitive in a sense, but like, I'm devoted to doing something if I'm committed to it, you know? And that struck me with dunking because I want to be the best dunker so bad. Like, I remember, like, I was emotional one day. I cried to Auntie Susan. Like, I want to be the best dunker I can be, man. I want to do it. So
that's
like,
real.
Yeah, man.
That's when I realized, I just love this sport. I want to pursue it.
Yeah.
I want to be the best I can be, you know?
I think it's like a similar thing for me as well. Like in terms of the fact that I really just want to be, maybe not, I guess not for dunking, but especially just for jumping. I just want to be the best jumper there is, at least for South Indians and then beyond, I guess. But it's that idea of just going for it and just pursuing it no matter what.
It's gonna be hard for me to become the next best Puerto Rican jumper ever.
Well, You got
Are
good
you,
company.
you got
Huh?
yeah, and
You got good company, man.
yeah.
Yeah. See, the reason why I say that is because the high one of the highest, if not the highest jumper, is Puerto
I think
Rican.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be a high thresh. That's gonna be a very high threshold I would have to beat.
Yeah, but he's definitely an
Yeah,
inspiration, man. Like no
Exactly.
homo. He's one of the best.
I agree.
for sure. And yeah, Paco, I see it in your social media. You are pretty relentless with posting that stuff, man. You like from when you started, you just were consistent like crazy, bro. Seeing it again and again and again, and it's like day one, day two, day three, and it's like
Yeah.
this. Yeah, it's like I can tell you have that kind of mindset. And then, were there any like inspirations throughout this time, like
Yes, definitely.
to for that drive? Yeah.
So I wasn't really a social guy back then. Like I was really introverted, and the thing that drives me to start this social media was a guy called Jason. We met in the gym. Shout out Jason. So I was training at the gym, right? Like doing my usual THP workout, and he was like, "Oh, what do you do?" Nah, I approached him actually because he has a Ja Morant jersey. He was like, "Dude, you have a sick jersey." I was like, "Dude, awesome." He's like,
Oh,
"What
the
are you
Grizzlies
training for?"
one?
Yeah, the old school one.
Yeah, yeah, the old guy. Yeah, I've seen that before when I went to like basketball camp.
Yeah. So, he asked me like, "What do I do? Why do you go to the gym?" I was like, "I want to be the first pro dunker." I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" And like he was like, "Document your journey, do it." And I was like, "Why?" I was like, "You gotta sell yourself as a product. You gotta show the world what you can do, you know." And
Right.
he explained it to me like in a really concise way
Motivational
on
way.
why. Hmm?
In like a really inspiring motivational way.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, dude, you're gonna be a dunker, represent Hong Kong, like because no one in Hong Kong wants to like do this shit I do. Like there are some dunkers, don't get me wrong, but like I don't think anyone's that committed compared to me. Not trying to put shade on anyone, but like I really believe
Where
in
does
my
Dunker
passion.
Chen live?
Hmm?
Where does Dunker Chen live?
Channeling?
No, Dunker.
No,
I
Dunker
think
Chen.
Dunker Chen. I think that's his name.
Oh,
I
Duncan.
think it's Duncan.
Oh, he's
Dunk
not in
Chen.
Hong Kong. He's in China.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But Dunk Cheng is amazing, man. I think one of my mutual friends, like one of my friends is friends with Dunk Cheng, so we're mutual friends, I think. But that's beside the point. After we talked about like how I was to start content, I just started posting. I was like doing an introduction, like, "Hey, I'm using Instagram to document my progress." I didn't expect it to blow up, but after one of the reels, I don't know if you guys know the Ashton Hall one, it blew up. It got like 155K views. So
Really?
that's amazing, man.
Oh
Wow.
man, it's the power of following trends right there. But yeah, with like besides like your consistency, because that obviously attributed a lot to your success. Do you think there was anything else that attributed to that?
Yeah, I actually DM'd Dom Dunks about starting my dunking journey. Yeah, like Juan said, I'm a professional asker. So
Yeah.
I had to dig up my inbox. Give me a second. But uh, he said something along the lines of, "Oh, be genuine, be consistent, and just be yourself." I would think that's the most important part of being a content creator. You have to be genuine. Like I believe I I have a good motivation. I have good drive. So nice spirit. So cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it's very important to put your genuine side out there and not just pretend, like not have a facade when you're in social media. Like what I'm saying on social media is what I am. Like I'm talking to you guys, my most genuine self. I don't want to put any like filters on. So I would say that's the main goal of me. Like I try to stay positive all the time, even though there's gonna be hate, of course. But I try to like look at the bright side on things. You know?
Yeah. No, that's good. Authenticity is where your true power lies. So, yeah. Speaking of hate, I haven't really seen you deal with any kind of hate. Have you dealt with any kind of hate like at all?
I think there's one
I think
comment
he
about
has
it.
actually.
So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, so many like reposts of your story of Ashton Hall, people are probably talking shit behind your back, but like I responded with,
Oh.
"Hey, you know what? You know what they say? Like, let me see. I gotta dig up my response. It's like I forgot about it. But
Forgot to
it's
Yeah.
slow
in Chinese, so I don't know if you guys understand it, but there's a translate button, I think. Uh,
Oh, okay, cool.
so he said like, give me a second.
That's like
千鳩
okay.
幾個 share 你班衰嘢 so like there's 1,000 fucking shares you like you people keep talking shit behind like my back but like I responded with you know what they say ignore the hate and focus on the grind you know that's what I always do.
It's just,
You know,
yeah, man.
I think out of all of us here, I've probably dealt with the most amount of hate, but it comes with it, to be honest, yeah. Like it's
Yeah,
so but I think like the thing is for me is that I've gone like accidentally
He'll be
viral.
back.
That's
wait where's Jayden?
I think he
He'll be
disappeared,
back.
man.
Trust me.
No,
Do you want me to keep going or?
yeah, keep
Yeah, go
going.
ahead, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So like I've accidentally gone viral, like maybe a couple of times. So
yeah,
one of my things was like around 655K views. But I look at the shares, it's like 5K shares, and it's like I'm thinking the same thing, like a lot of people are hating me, but it's all good. I think the
yeah,
question I want to ask you though on a real talk though was unlike me, I think you've grown like most of your followers through just your reels and such, and that's actually something really fascinating to me, like how you were able to even get to that. Because like for me, right, I have people from high school, college, as well as dunkers that follow me, but
yeah.
for you, it's in your case, it's pretty much just organic reach from reels. So I'd be interested to know if you had like any strategies that you have in terms of posting.
Like I said, I just try to be my true self, but I didn't have
Yeah,
like a specific strategy. I put myself out there, try to be
and we're
comedic
consistent, yeah.
sometimes. Like the Ashton Hall one, I just told Auntie Susan like, dude, I have the best idea. Let's just combine dunking and Ashton Hall, and like she
She
was
had
like,
that
"Yep."
idea?
Hmm?
She had that idea?
No, she was on board with the idea, but I thought of
Oh,
it.
okay, okay, okay.
So like
Okay, okay,
she
okay.
she helped me prepare the eyes. We were like, oh, let's film you like putting on the shoes and stuff. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not?
I
So
think
Yeah.
I think then yeah, the number one thing that you have, Paco, that I think I need to work on, I think everyone, all of us maybe need to work on is just the consistency. I think
yeah,
that's the one thing that all of us are lacking. Because your
thank you,
consistency, it is very admirable, man. Like I respect it completely.
thank you. It's
Yeah,
like
nah, me
I
too,
try
bro.
to.
You're literally a one-man army right now.
Nah, I got a team. I got Auntie Susan. I got my dog. So it's a team.
I respect the humility too. Wow.
Thank you.
You
But
kicked me
yeah,
out.
and also yeah, you're good. You recently got sponsored. Tell us about that. Like, tell us how it happened and
Yeah.
all that
So
stuff.
recently there has been free sponsors in Hong Kong. Well,
Mm-hmm.
one in Taiwan, but I'm gonna talk about the one that's biggest at the moment because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to
Yeah.
expose too much that hasn't been confirmed yet. But it's
Yeah, of
called
course.
Usis. Uh, it's a brand. Let me show you some gear. So
Oh
this
yeah.
is one of the shorts I bought. I bought it like
Mm-hmm.
before I got sponsored. It's like this,
Nice. That looked
Oh,
nice.
sick.
I fuck with that.
and
Yeah, those look
like
clean.
I reached out to them. They're like, "Oh, I'm a small content creator from Hong Kong that's going to be a dunker. No, I am a dunker, but I hopefully I could be a good dunker." And they're like, "Dude, I support you on your journey. If you need any help, just reach out to us, and we'll send you some free gear. I hope you can like give us a review." I was like, "Dude, that's awesome. I would love to hear it." It's like I always love this brand. It's like super comfy. I hope to get you some guys some gear in the future if you guys are coming to Hong Kong. But they make the
Oh
best socks,
snap!
man. Uh,
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
look at this.
What was that? Oh
Look
no,
at this.
Jaden's gonna throw something. What's up, Jayden?
Wow.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yo, what?
I just
Damn,
Is
Jayden.
that carpet?
Yeah,
it's,
no,
it's,
it's a. Did you see your name on it?
Huh? My name?
Look at it
Your
again.
name. Yo, wait,
Wait,
show it
wait, I
again.
gotta
No,
see it again. I
Paco.
gotta see it again.
Yeah,
Is it my
Paco.
name?
Look at the brand. It's
Oh
your
shit, Benny! I got a rug brand. Oh my god, bro. Dang, that's
famous.
insane. I didn't notice it at first, bro.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Brody, you're getting multi sponsorships in the future, man.
Ah, I hope so.
Oh,
I'm
man.
getting a big one in the future, so we'll see. I want to represent Hong Kong as one of the dunkers in dunk camp, you know?
For sure. Yeah.
Sick, man.
But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, and you're gonna
speaking
be
on
going to dunk camp soon. That's sick.
yeah, speaking on the
That's
uses,
expensive.
like the
How much is the trip costing?
next question. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. It's not cheap, honestly, because that's why I wanna tutor people in English to help my financial ability because we're not super rich.
On
But
like a GoFundMe?
no, I want to tutor like help people with their English in Hong Kong.
Oh.
I already
Yeah.
got like a few plans going on, but it's pretty chill. Because my English isn't that bad compared to the rest of Hong Kong. It's
No,
not
not
my
at
first
all.
language, you know. But I can like effectively communicate with you guys. So I would say
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
it's a
You
gift.
like you've got like a pretty good, like a pretty damn good score for the IELTS exam.
Yeah, I
Like
got 8.5.
I think
Yeah.
I think like especially with your dedication to other things. I know you. I don't know if you're doing like a school community or such, but
I'm planning to do like one-on-ones actually because there's too much work, especially with my social media blowing up with that
that makes
quick.
sense.
Is the audio good?
But
Yeah, I want to keep things more
Yeah.
personal with like my students, you know.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's sick, man. Because yeah, you know your
Speaking on the
English is
sponsorships,
amazing.
they're giving me a care package
Hold on.
on Monday,
Mm.
so I'm
Okay.
gonna make a little short reel on it. And like, actually today's Monday, so they're shipping it today. They're probably coming out tomorrow. That's when I'm gonna film my other reel. I'm gonna film a farewell video at school because it's my last day at my secondary school.
Mhm.
So I have a
Nice.
really good idea. So I don't want to spoil
Yeah,
anything
no.
yet. But I'll give you guys the inside scoop because if you're listening to this,
Cool.
I'm pretty sure you're devoted fans to either like
Mhm.
Beyond Bounce or even
If you
Paco
guys
Bounce.
got this far in the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I think
and
this
on
is-
Spotify. Give us
Content
5 stars and
going.
follow.
Bro, this
So,
is the first time we
make
did
sure-
this.
Make sure to comment if you really like this podcast.
Here's the
Yeah.
idea,
Yeah.
guys. So
Just
Yeah, we need
support
to
us.
start doing that. We need to start having them comment. Like if you've gotten this far, comment this.
I'm serious,
So-
man.
there's like this
Alright.
little not platform. There's like indoor playground in my school, right? And
Oh, that's
there's
cool.
this banner thingy that's like 3 meters and 10 centimeters, so like 10-2.
Mhm.
I always wanted to touch it ever since I got to school. Like always, ever since I transferred to this school, right? After I went to the UK, I went to this new school, and now that I have a good vertical, I'm pretty sure I can touch it because I can touch like 3 meters and 15 to 18 centimeters now. So I have like a bit of room, even if I have a bad jumping day. So I'm doing it tomorrow. The fun thing is
So you're
I'm
saying you
wearing
can
like my
probably
school
grab it.
uniform to jump. So I'm gonna add like some school themes and shit to make it more authentic, because it's school after all, you know. It's my last day, so
Yeah.
I wanna make it memorable, you know. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's the
100%.
idea I'm going on. My
Mm.
teacher's helping me
Nice.
film it, so win W teacher.
Dude, oh, man, yeah. Speaking of like, you seem to get a lot of like help and stuff, and you seem to like I said, you're a professional asker. Yeah, yeah, talk to me about your networking skills, dude. Like with like not just like people online, but just like like people in person, because you obviously had like your coach recording you and stuff. Like, tell me about that, because you mentioned it before, that you're more introverted, so I want to know
Yeah.
how like how you go about that.
As someone who's also introverted, I would love to know because like
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
I'm okay with networking but I feel like I could be so much better.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
know how I got the skills. Like, once you guys mentioned it, I just realized, oh, I'm a pretty good asker, honestly. But, well, to give you guys the truth, I just thought of the other person's perspective. Like, imagine I'm a small-time dunker, right? I want to reach
Right.
out to somebody, and
Right.
the best thing to do is to be polite and be caring.
Okay.
I think that's the most important part. Like, when I reached out to Dom, I was like, Dom, I really like your videos. Like, I really appreciate the inspiration you've given me in starting as a dunker, because that's actually what I got from Dom Dunks, because he's one of the first dunkers I followed, and like I would love to do like for you to like give me some advice on content creation, and he's willing to answer me. I don't know if it's because we're both from an Asian background and we both share a
I
connection.
mean, it's possible. It's possible because one, you're short, and two, well, I mean, you're not that short, but you're pretty short.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
so one, you're shorter of a dunker, and two, you're Asian, so he might be able to like, be like, dang, you know what? I see myself in him, type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
with me and like Isaiah, he's Puerto Rican, so when he heard that, he was like, oh shit, like, he was like laughing when the first time I went on the THP call,
Oh.
because he was like, you know,
I
hey,
remember
fellow
that.
Boricua.
I remember that. I remember that.
So,
The other
I was in
thing
the call that time.
is Donovan Hawkins.
oh yeah, you
So
were.
Yep.
I was in the live stream. I don't know if you guys are in the live stream, but
Yeah,
I
I've
asked
only been on a
Donovan
couple
to be in a
times.
podcast. So he said, yeah, I'll check it out if I have the time. So it's not a definite yes, but it's definitely good
Mhm.
news.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love to have Donovan on the podcast. If you're watching this, Donovan, like, I would love to have you here. Like, for real. You're one of the first inspirations I saw when I was starting dunking. So yeah, really
Damn,
appreciate it,
Yeah.
that's
Donovan.
beautiful.
Yeah. You're also very friendly.
Thank you.
Like just as a personality trait, I feel like that also attributes to it.
It's one of my
You don't
weaknesses,
you
honestly. I'm too friendly sometimes. I might get like scammed on Instagram.
No, it's
it's a
about
weakness. It's a weakness and a strength at the same time.
it's about
Yeah.
it's about I guess knowing, and this is just gonna come I think with more experience. As
Mm,
I think I'm the oldest guy here out of all of you. I'm like
Yep.
21, but
you're not
Mm.
that old.
it just comes with more time and experience of just talking to people to figure out how certain people are. Some people aren't going to be as good. Some people are going to be really good people. And it's understanding what kind of people or what kind of things that or intentions people have that just comes with experience. So you're going to
That's good.
have good and bad
Hey,
experiences.
bruh, I want to talk about it. Like, there's this guy in my
Hmm.
Instagram DMs. Like, do you have my photos? Like, do you have my like photos in high quality? Because I posted them on Instagram, right? The one with the isometric, the one with the smiling and all that on the dunking page. And like the guy
Mhm.
from my DMs, he was like, "Can I have the full quality pictures? I want to set them as my profile picture. No, not profile. As my background photo." It was like, dude, we're strangers. How? What do you want my photos as your background picture?
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like it's a bit sketchy, honestly. So
Oh, you're
I
talking
didn't
about when
send
they're like,
pictures.
send us this, send us that. They're
Yeah,
like your
and there's
comments.
also another like modeling agency that wants to find me, but I looked at the profile and there's like naked men in their undies.
Wait, how is it naked if it's in their underwear?
well, practically, right?
Mm.
I would say because I kind of have a good body, like for a dunker. Not just for a dunker, but like I'm quite lean, so I
Nah,
guess
dude, you're
it's like,
beautiful.
thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
But yeah,
flex the
they
muscles, son.
a lot of people like reached out to me on my DMs, just like, dude, can you send me like your pictures in high quality? I was like, no, this is a dunking page.
Oh, you mean like those type of pictures?
Yes,
Oh, then
bro.
high quality too is
Man,
crazy.
Wait, what
Back in
type of
the
pictures?
Like I'm a dunker,
Like,
bro. I ain't some kind of like model or some shit, bro. But like,
man, back in
Like you
like
flexing and shit? In your underwears? What?
Oh my goodness.
Like
yeah,
Ronnie
back
Coleman type thing?
Body.
Like
hmm?
Ronnie
back
Coleman?
No, it's just like the photos Kevin took of me. So like last time I was doing a dunk session, I was like shirtless, right? And like they were like,
Mm-hmm.
give me the photos in high quality. I want to set it as my phone background picture.
Wait,
What?
he wanted that as his background.
You know, I've had I've had similar experiences, Paco, and I it's kind of hilarious. Like I'm pretty sure, right? Like most of these interactions, especially ones like that, I've dealt with cursive ones, as Juan knows as well. But
Cursive. Yo, can
but
we
Oh wait,
show
yeah, you
that to the
sent me
viewers,
that.
bro?
but like the
Can we
thing
show that to the viewers?
is that honestly, I just no. I could try finding it. Yeah, that one's mild though. That one didn't ask for any like inappropriate stuff. But I have dealt with like so many bots that in the last like few years or so that
Mm.
I kind of know what a bot is at this point. Like if they're asking or if they're a little sketchy.
But
Yeah.
honestly, I want to focus more on the positive because there's one of
Yeah, yeah.
the people who reached out to me and he's like a university college basketball player. And he was like, dude, I was so inspired by your content. I want to make a journey to professional basketball in Hong Kong, you know? And I was like, dude, this is so cool, bro. Like, this is one of the
And
main
that's
reasons I want to start IG, you know? And,
and
you
that's the
know,
thing. Yeah.
despite the amount of creeps on my DMs, like, uh, this is the one that I really want to give. Nice. This is the reason I want to start this journey is to inspire people, and I'm super glad to find like this guy who's like, oh, I want to be the first, not first, I want to be a pro basketball player in Hong Kong, as like a university player currently. So super happy, just glad to inspire, you know. A lot of people has been reaching out to me like saying, oh, Paco, I love your journey, keep it up, man. And that really lights a fire inside me to keep going, to keep sharing my content, you know. Validates me.
Yeah, man. I mean, just goes to show, bro. You're doing a good job. You really are. Like just seeing it all, it's all on the social media, and you know you're posting. That's like the main thing is that you're actually like posting, like very very consistently. You're doing a great
Yeah.
job, brother.
I try to post 1 or 2 reels a day, usually 2.
Yeah,
Actually,
we need to be more like him.
Wow,
I had
that's a lot.
I had a question, Paco.
Yes,
Since you're currently, I'm assuming you said you're gonna be getting out of secondary school and going into university, right?
yes.
What are you gonna be studying?
I'm gonna study English studies and education. That's how I wanna use my asset to tutor people. I wanna be a freelance tutor, like in the future. So along with dunking, hopefully go pro. I don't know, but well, it's just a matter of time. I gotta be confident. But yeah, other than that,
It's very possible
wanna-
if you're this passionate.
I want to help tutor people in IELTS because I did pretty good in IELTS. I got like 8.5 out of 9, so that's pretty solid.
It's pretty
I
good.
see. Yeah, it's so strange. Like legit, all of you guys are either like about to go to college or anything like that, and meanwhile, I'm about to graduate.
Dang.
Yeah, that's pretty
Nah,
good
I'm
though.
kind of old for a fresh grad. Not for a fresh, for like a freshman because I'm 19.
Hmm.
But it's alright.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're saying you're
So,
old, what am I? I'm in my last year of
dude,
high school.
dude, you're a child, brother.
Wow.
You still need.
Really?
No, but like
Uh,
you're saying, like Jayden, you're talking about the fact that like you're a late grad, right, for high school?
Yeah, I'm gonna be 19.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
So
hmm.
Mm.
yeah, but also
Yeah, what's up?
I'm for like starting like if I start college, I would be technically like pretty old starting college,
I mean, wait.
rather than
Well,
people who are turning like 17.
oh yeah. That's true. That's true.
I gotta go
But
to school soon. I might take a
I
oh
would
test
yeah,
be
though.
I would be on the
yeah,
verge of turning 20.
yeah. So just so Paco can do his thing. Last question before we end this off. What are your goals for dunk camp?
I actually had a list for it. Give me a second.
Oh
I gotta
really?
get my phone. I gotta find my list
Nice.
of goals. Wait, my phone is up here.
Nice.
Sorry. I'll find the docs. Give me a second. I wrote a list.
Nice. I already know one thing is just getting your first dunk, but you might get it before dunk camp, honestly. Well, yeah, you might get it before dunk camp.
Nah, I wanna get
Yeah,
it.
if you got Yeah, if you got like a 33 right now, which is like 10.5 or so, right, with your
Yep.
reach, you got it. You pretty much got it.
Right, found it.
Mm.
So
If I want to get a
so
37-inch vertical, I need to
Alright.
touch
Uh, goals before
10.3.
2026 is like it wasn't dunk camp. It's like before I'm 20. So like by the end of the year,
Mhm.
it's a 36-inch vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Complete the beginner dunk gauntlet, and get my first dunk at dunk camp. And most importantly, make connections with like-minded athletes and scholars, which I'm doing right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think the biggest one to get is to complete the beginner dunk gauntlet because it also requires a bit of technicality to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a ride, you know?
Yeah.
I'm
For
gonna
sure.
say this. I'm gonna say this much, Paco. You're gonna achieve those goals.
Thank you.
Like,
Good. Yeah.
I try to set it
like
lower because I don't wanna, you know, like go beyond like go below my expectations because if I set low expectations and I meet it, I'll be super happy. But if I set high expectations and I don't meet it, it's like, dang, I
If
feel
you
bad.
want, honestly, I feel like you could like improve your vertical like by a good like three,
Yeah,
four inches
I
just
know
on your
this in the
technique.
back of my
If you
head.
want, you could if you want, we could work with you and we could try to help you with your technique, man. Because
Really,
I'm telling you,
thanks.
you easily can get like a 36 like in like a
Dang.
couple of months, maybe less. If you really lock in and just
Honestly,
try to maximize that technique, you got it.
hopefully I can get 36 at dunk camp. That would be so cool.
You just have to stick with a style. So, you gotta tell us, excuse me, what type of style you want to do, whether it's pendulum, circular,
I do a
and if
pendulum,
you want to
left
do
right.
left, right, right, left, whatever one you want to learn, or if you want to learn all of them, just mess around, see which one feels best, and then we'll stick with it. Then we could try to get your vert up, with just technique.
Man, thank you guys.
and I
I really
think
appreciate it.
and I think Paco,
I'd be willing
like
to help.
unlike me, I think you're gonna make a lot more progress. I have a problem of going too much off of impulse sometimes. I'm a little impulsive with how I do sessions, but
I had
I
four
think
dunk sessions in 2 days.
oh no. So no.
What?
You said
I
what?
guess what I'm trying to say, right, is that like you try with your jump technique, right? Like you're very active in terms of how you do it, right?
Yep.
See, the problem with me is that if I'm jumping high enough on a day, I just there are times where I just lose everything and I just keep going and just jumping.
Oh, I
So
try
Yeah,
to
I
keep
know
like I
you're gonna make a
ball behind the backboard.
Mhm.
ball behind the backboard.
It's an inside joke.
Oh,
I don't even get that one.
Remember the bad lob?
Oh, that's actually gonna be the intro of this video.
Oh, that
Paco,
should be. That
you'll
should
see our
be.
new you'll see our new intro and you'll see what we're talking about. But
The
yeah.
one where you went on
Anyways,
the side of
yeah,
the hoop.
yeah. All right, yo. Anyways, guys, we gotta end this off. So I hope you all enjoyed the podcast. Paco's socials will be in the description below, so check him out. Check out his journey. Check out his podcast as well, the HangTime podcast. And yeah, if you're on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. If you're on Spotify, hit us with the 5 stars. Follow us, and yeah, we'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for being here, Paco.
no problem. Glad to have
thank you,
this.
Paco.
Yep. Peace out, guys.
All right.